Hi, Courtney. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you calling in from?
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Is anyone here from Sioux Falls?
Yep.
Oh, Miles is. I got a stand-up bit about Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Miles is making fun of me for it.
If I was there last night and he said, "Is anyone here from Sioux Falls?" and there was crickets in the room, so
here you are today, calling from Sioux Falls. So I guess it's populated by more than just crickets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
So I bought my house about 4 years ago, and I live in a elderly neighborhood. So I'm the youngest on my block, and I live next door to two older retired ladies, and they are obsessed with my lawn and my yard work. And if I don't get it done in a timely manner that they like, they just decide to do it themselves. And I don't know if they're doing it to be neighborly or if they're doing it to be passive aggressive.
Well, here's my first question. Are they doing a good job?
I mean, yeah, I'm not complaining about it, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it's at night, like if they're just trying to tell me something. I don't know what's up.
You know what, Courtney? Have you ever asked them or had an interaction? Like after they do it, do you go over there and say, "Oh, thank you," or do you just never talk to them about it? It's like a don't ask, cut grass kind of a deal.
Well, that's the thing. So I'll see them outside. I won't go up to their door and thank them, but I do have their phone number and I do text them thank you. But it's gotten a little, like this last summer, it's gotten a little out of hand. Like they'll come over and do my yard work and then they'll text me saying, "You're welcome for doing this." And I won't even be home to know that they did it.
Oh, wow. That's really so. Okay, pull up your phone. Read off that text.
Yeah, I'll find it. 1 second.
All right.
You know what this kind of sounds like to me? You ever play Monopoly, Charlie?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like, there was a banking error. You get $200. And what do you do when you get a banking error? You don't question it because you're probably going to have to give the money back.
I've never gotten a banking error.
It's just like it's like a metaphor, Charlie.
Oh.
I understand what you mean, Miles, but I have the text. It says, "You're welcome for the work we did at your house today, or didn't you notice?"
Oh my God.
Damn, did they put a fire emoji next to that? Because they just burned your ass.
They are not being nice. They are not mowing your lawn because they're just had nothing to do and they thought they'd be nice. They are doing this because they think that you aren't capable of keeping up to their standards. What it sounds like.
It sounds like they're like, are they members of the HOA?
There is no HOA.
Oh, well, forget it then.
Well, they are the HOA.
Yeah.
You didn't know you had one, but now you know.
Wait, now, how did you reply to that text?
I was nice, and I said, honestly, I just got off work, and I haven't been able to look at it just yet.
Jeez,
but
Louise.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you talked to your other neighbors? Are they finding, are these ladies just mowing everyone's lawn, or is they just picking on you?
No, they're just mowing my lawn. But they are are not afraid to give their opinion about something. Like a month ago, we had some new people move in across the street, and they went up to introduce themselves and said something along the lines of, "Hey, we'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't park your truck in front of our house. Oh, and you should probably also cut your weeds in your landscaping."
Damn.
So they're kind of always making comments. They're always kind of making comments about that stuff to other neighbors.
Yeah, no, these are very, now they're very passive aggressive, I think. They've got a lot of time on their hands. Here's my question. Do they live in separate houses or do they live together?
No, they live together.
Are they a couple or are they just old friends?
I don't know if they're a couple. They've lived together for about 30 years.
Sounds like a couple.
Yeah, I think they're a couple, but I've been too afraid to ask because it's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. But I am good friends with the people who live across the street who have lived here for that long, and they said that there used to be a third lady who used to live there, but I don't know if she passed away or moved out.
Well, she got sick of all their snarky comments and got out of there, I think is what happened.
This is really fun. This whole beef in your neighborhood, I think this is a lot of fun, and or just fascinating, I guess, is the deal about it. That how often have they been cutting your lawn, and do they ever ask for money?
They never ask for money, and it's probably about once a month if I don't get to it right away.
All right.
I'm not good about. I will admit I don't like yard work. I probably shouldn't have bought a house if I didn't like yard work. But it does never get overgrown. Does that make sense?
I'm right there with you. I cut my lawn only when I absolutely have to. I don't.
Yeah.
So here's what I would do if I was in your situation, and you know me, Charlie. What do I like to do?
You like to cut grass.
I like to stir the pot a little bit.
Oh, you're a pot stirrer. How would you stir this pot, Miles?
So what I would start doing is when I do mow the lawn, I would purposely leave a few strips that I, air quotes, missed on their side of the property, you know?
Yeah.
You also could just find a time right before they're going to mow their lawn and you just start mowing their lawn and do a bad job. That'll really get them fired up.
What if she does a really good job? What if she mirrors it?
Yep. No,
that would piss him off even more.
What you need to do is, well, it depends on what kind of financial commitment you want here. You're going to hire the best of the best in town, lawnmowers, landscapers, and you're going to have them go to their house and do like the best job that you've ever seen done, picking weeds, flipping the weed whacker over and doing the nice cut edging lines on the sidewalk and everything. And then you can text them and say, you're welcome for doing a really, really good job on your lawn. No need to thank me or pay me, but I thought it looked really good afterwards.
And also make sure when you hire this lawn service company, make sure they start at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's one.
Perfect. I'll get right on that.
Now that's one route. The other route is just stop mowing your lawn altogether and just see what their limit is. You know what I mean? Like, they may.
Yeah, that's true too.
They may just mow your lawn once a week, and you can just if you're comfortable taking those passive aggressive text messages off the chin, but you're getting your lawn mowed every week. I think that might be worth it.
I was going to say you could even piss them off more and get one of those signs that says, this is a natural lawn or whatever. You know, basically people who have overgrown lawns, they stick that sign in the front yard and they say, go slow, bees at play or something like that. You know, like make it a real, that would probably piss them off pretty good.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Do they have a like pristine lawn or do they have like a gardening lawn?
No, they take very good care of their lawn.
Yeah, like that'll piss them off
daily.
But make a hippie lawn.
I got another one.
What is it?
You're gonna get a yard sign that, and you're gonna make a fake business, and you're gonna name it something like "Two Cranky Old Women Lawn Services." And you're going to stick it in their front yard and put their phone number on there. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, she likes that one. She kind of likes the diabolical one.
I know. I think you can be a little bit more.
I do. I like the diabolical one.
So what are you going to do? What pathway are you going to take after we've given you a few suggestions here?
You know, as much as I like the diabolical ones, I kind of like to not stir the pot as much as I can. So I think I might just let it go for as long as I can to see how much they can take.
Yeah, just stop mowing your lawn. They'll do it for you.
I think that's the route I got to take. And I've talked to some friends about it and they've been on the fence. They're like, well, they're just being nice. I'm like, no, they're being passive aggressive. I just know it because I'll just It's the text messages that really get to me.
You can feel it. You can feel it when they're being passive aggressive. Have you ever taken them over a casserole to thank them for cutting your lawn?
Yeah, I brought them over cookies one time. I brought them over a case of beer. Like, this has been going on for probably the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They've been cutting your lawn for 3 years?
Yeah, I think you even got to take this a step further and just put your lawnmower on the curb with a sign that says free. And then that'll really piss them off. You're like, I don't even need this anymore.
Right. You're doing this for me. Why do I need this?
Yeah, that's the move right there.
So I think you got a plan. Just stop mowing, get rid of that lawnmower, and I mean, you're living the dream. You got free lawn care.
Yeah,
it's like you live.
I know.
It's like you live in a retired community. You got free lawn service.
I pretty much do live in a retired community.
What do you think though? If those gals called up this show, what do you think they would say?
They would say that they were being nice and they were being helpful.
Yeah, they would fold.
I mean, if they were calling in, not knowing you called in, they were calling in to talk about their neighbor, how they mow the lawn. Would they say, but it's getting a little out of hand?
I don't know what they would say exactly. They'd probably complain about me like I'm complaining about them, but you know, I don't know, but they'd say that they were still being nice and they were just being neighborly.
Yeah. Do they shovel your walk? Does this extend to the winter?
No. So sometimes they will help me, but very rarely in the winter. I have a very steep driveway, so snow blowing is not fun. And our driveways are so close together. Last winter, we had a really bad snow, and I was outside snow blowing, and a gust of wind came up and blew the snow that was blowing out, like was blowing out of the auger or whatever. And it blew the snow onto their driveway, and they were outside, and they were yelling at me to turn the thing, and I'm like, I can't control the wind. It was nuts.
So did you then go blow their driveway after that, or did you just stop?
No, I just stopped.
Yeah. God, that's actually great.
Just
keep doing stuff like that. Just little subtle jabs.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I think we gave you some options, and I'm excited for you to maybe irritate them a little bit more. This sounds like they got
I'm looking forward to it. I think so. Thank you for the advice.
What's very funny is when she called, you could tell she was a little bit like frustrated, and now she's so happy that she has a plan to piss these people off. She's like, I'm gonna have a great weekend.
It was a whole bunch of things. I was nervous to talk to you guys, and then now I'm just happy, and I got all these plans, and so we're all good.
No, you don't have plans now. You don't got to mow your lawn. You're just going to be chilling on the porch. You know?
She's got to get a for sale sign.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on the rest of your life.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Miles. Gotta hand it to you. You have some good ideas in there.
Yeah. I'm all talk, though. I could never do that on my own lawn. I would never.
What would you honestly do in that situation?
I just would take the licks, I think.
Yeah.
I think you just got to take the passive-aggressive comments. I may, if I catch them mowing my lawn, I may go out there, like if I'm coming home and they're mowing it.
I got it.
Like, what if I was coming home to mow the lawn, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have neighbors like that. I feel good about it.
Mm-hmm. Great gal, though. Great gal.
It kind of makes you feel like a piece of shit, though. You know, someone else mowing your lawn to a degree.
Well, that's what's like kind of the offensive part of it, you know?
Yeah. It's like It's like
it's kind of like trying to tell other parents how they should be parenting their kid. You just don't do that, you know? So